Yo, what's up YouTube? This is Jammerit coming to you today with a brand new video, boys, and today we're getting to 150 overall as well as opening up some packs. So let's get right into the video. So guys, welcome to another video on the channel, and today guys, it is time to get to 150 overall. It's time to go through and use some of our resources and work up to the illustrious 150 overall. It's going to be relatively expensive, but we've spent the last sort of few days collecting up the necessary resources and trying to get things at a relatively cheap price. Also guys, first and foremost, before we do go through and upgrade the team, let's just go and claim up our Retro Stars packs for the latest refresh. So let's go into the Retro Stars event and see what is going on. So as you guys can see here, we are currently still at 475 points, the exact same from what we were on previously in the last video. It's been a couple of days since we have recorded a video. To be honest, there's just not really all that much going on in the game at the moment. Retros has been very, very interesting. Like, for a lot of people have just dropped off it because it's far too time consuming for what you get, especially because it is very, very much chance based. However guys, let's go through and rip open our 5 packs for this refresh. We are still saving our tokens. Like I said in a video a few days ago, we'll just save our tokens for something big, or sorry, our fame points, as we actually get 100 fame points there. So that's absolutely fantastic. If we do get a token though, we will open it up. But I'll do one massive Retro Stars opening on my main account near the end of the promo. So we are just going through slowly but surely and opening up these packs. Let's move on to our second pack. So let's see what we get in this. Can we get a token? Unfortunately not, but we do get 50, so 150 fame points is definitely an improvement on what you normally get. So first 2 packs were decent, but other than that, 710 fame points in total and absolutely no tokens. So there you can see guys, still saving. Let's jump into the team now and see what we're going to do. So the first thing that I need to do is, as always, when we do upgrade our team, is go through and collect an icon. So the first icon that we are going to be collecting in today's video is Ricard here. So 90 overall, central defensive midfield. This is a solution that we've got. Now, you could probably consider some other players, but like I said in previous videos, I picked up the treasure hunt players as well as the national hero players sort of over the course of the last event, when the treasure hunt event was around, and then I picked up a whole bunch of national hero players as well when the golden greatest packs were out, and also the market has stabilized a little bit since those program player packs, so that's absolutely fantastic. We've sold a few things but not all that much, but as you can see guys, this solution here, not sure if this is the cheapest, but this is what I had on my bench and I already pre-prepared for it. So let's go through and submit this and get to that Ricard, because we are going to be using him in today's video. We're going to be doing, I think, 3 rank ups, and we are actually going to be leveling up some of our skill boosts as well. So first and foremost, there is the 90 overall icon, Dutch icon there, Ricard. So let's see what we've got now. I want to go through and show you my bench first and foremost though, just to get you sort of an idea of where we are at in terms of like what we've got and where we're going from there. So if you guys have a look here, I'm still saving the Arnautovic because I want to save him for a 94 base. And Mkhitaryan, I'm not going to be using him at the moment. I did pick up a few Pogbas, or one Pogba to be precise, a few Dybalas, as well as Pjanic. I've also gone through and picked up some of these 90 overall base midfield cards because they're very, very cheap XP. So that's another reason why I'm focusing predominantly on my midfield today. So let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. First and foremost, we did do the Blanc SBC. I didn't record it though, but as usual, treasure hunt players, a few gold players trained up to 80, and we melted all the XP into him. So there he is at 93 overall, because we are also going to be upgrading one of our defenders, that being Sergio Ramos. Now, a lot of people probably be wondering, like, what are you going to be doing with this Roberto Carlos? Now, guys, I will be saving him just because of the fact that it's easy to get him up to 98, you know, and I don't necessarily have to go through and do the final note of his SBC, so I am saving him for a 98 overall, but as you all probably know, there are no tradable 93 overall defenders on the market. So until that is the case, and I'm assuming and I'm hoping that we get them in the preseason, whenever that may be, I'll save them for that. So we are going to be trading up this Morgan here to 97 overall. So let's get into the trading aspect of the video, guys, and then we'll get to 150 overall. It's pretty crazy. Also, just one other thing, we have been testing out this Jesse Lingard. He's actually a decent center mid. Still searching for the ultimate center mid alongside Vidal, but we are slowly but surely going through that process as well. And just quickly, I have sold some of my National Hero stuff, but not all of it. As you guys can see, we're still sitting on a whole bunch of stuff, which we may sell, but it's just really hard to say like what's going to happen with regards to preseason. If it's like last season, who knows? We could get unlimited coin packs, which could really destroy the market, or alternatively, we get a whole bunch of SBCs, which will boost the market. So it's very, very hard to say, and it's all pretty much dependent on that. First and foremost, what I want to do is train this Morgan up to a 97 overall card. So let's go through and put in the Blanc. And then what we're going to be doing is just putting in these 25k chunks. So they're all from the Retro Stars event. And finally, some of our Treasure Hunt XP. Unfortunately, the Treasure Hunt event is no longer active, which was just such a great event compared to the Retro Stars stuff. You know, everything on the market is relatively cheap at the moment. And that's good. It's a good time to upgrade, but also because there's not that many coins around, it is quite sort of, it's scarce. Like my coins are definitely dropping, guys, but it's just about sort of thinking, you know, I'm assuming that preseason is just going to have a whole bunch of upgrades available to everybody. So that's why I'm not going like all out. I want to have coins on hand just in case that is the case. However, let's go through and do this Morgan. So it's going to cost us just over 3.5 million coins, guys. It's not cheap by any means, but I want to get to 150 overall because who knows, this could be the month where we try to push for the top 250. Will we get there? To be honest with you, I have absolutely no idea, but we're going to try. And guys, moving on to upgrading our two Pjanics. So first and foremost, we're just going to use this Deco here, full of XP from his campaign. And we are also going to be using some of these center mids and center defensive mids from the Treasure Hunt, as well as Team of the Year, because they are excellent value, guys. Very, very good value for XP. I mean, if you are sniping these 90 overall cards, they are really, really cheap, guys, to be honest with you. And they're definitely worth it for XP in my eyes. So let's go through and put in these 25k chunks as well. Let's see here. So that should be enough. And that's going to cost us 3 mil. Now, you can get the Pjanic relatively cheaply. You know, when the packs refresh, these cards are very, very cheap. So I don't have any sort of doubts or sort of regrets in using this Pjanic as a 91 overall card to train up to 97 overall, because the higher rated the card, the better. So let's go through and do that, guys. It's going to cost us 3 million coins. Another relatively expensive thing. However, it is worth it, and we can work towards that 150 overall. Let's move on to training up the second Pjanic. As you can see, we are slowly but surely running out of the 25k chunks, but that's all good. Hopefully, the preseason provides a whole bunch of value, guys, in terms of coins, XP, and skill boosts. That's what people need at the end of the day. So there's our second 97 overall. So we've got the 397s, guys, ready for action. We also picked up these Dybalas. You can get them relatively cheaply, like the Pjanics, when the packs do refresh. And obviously, that 93 overall Pogba, we're not going to use them just yet. Because I'm sort of just trying to get everyone to rank 3 at the minimum, and then from there go and just hope that preseason does provide a whole bunch of value. So let's go and do this, guys. Let's go and do this now. First and foremost, what I need to do is upgrade these skill boosts. So as you guys can see here, this is why I believe that consolidation of skill boosts is such an important thing, especially when you get very, very high leveled skill boosts. Like 16 isn't all that high, but still it is relatively high. Now, this is going to be 1.5 mil, which is very, very expensive, guys, but it's going to affect 3 players, which is absolutely fantastic. So first and foremost, let's go through and upgrade that. So 1.5 mil, very, very worthy in my opinion, guys. You know, that's why I like to try and focus all my skill boosts to 1. Now, the only one that I don't have, you know, more than 2 on, or more than 1 on, I should say, is obviously goalkeeper, but that's not avoidable, as well as my 2 center mids. Let's go through and do the second striker one as well. So that's going to affect Salah as well as Aguero. So let's go and do that. That's going to be another 1.5 mil. And then finally, guys, diving. So that should get us up to 148, or no, 147 overall, actually. I went through and worked all this out just to make sure. And we did use a whole bunch of our league versus league points on just some skill boosts because we needed to get the goalkeeper diving one up. And then we went and spent some coins on the 20k packs just to get that goalkeeper diving up to 16. So that should get us to 147. So there you see, guys, 147 overall. Let's go and do this Ramos. So as I explained, I'm not going to be using that Roberto Carlos. It's a bit of a risk, but I'm assuming that the preseason will provide us with 93 overall base cards. If not, that's going to really, really suck, but that's the risk that I do take. So let's go through and use the Morgan as well as the Ramos and the Coleman. That's going to be 2.5 mil, guys. So let's go through and do that. Really, really nice card art as well. Rank 3 on my defense. So at the moment, I'm stuck in terms of ranking up my defenders because, like I said, there are no tradable 93 overall defenders on the market, which is a real, real shame. Let's go through and do the Lingard, put in the Pjanic as well as the Dybala. So, you know, this is a very, very expensive coin sink. You know, the Dybala is around 6 to 5 mil. You can get them for that price. You can also pick up the Pjanic relatively cheaply. Like I said, when the packs do refresh. Another 2.65 mil plus however much I put into upgrading that Pjanic as well as picking him up and the Dybala. 2.65 mil. I mean, I may be upgrading a little bit early, but guys, who knows? I just want to try and get as high as possible. As you can see there, I don't really like this card art, but for me, it's all good because it is the Dele Alli, so I can always move him around. But the card art on the National Heroes don't really look all that good in my opinion. And finally, let's go and level up this Gareth Bale to rank 3 as well. So we are just going to do pretty much the exact same. So we're going to use the Pjanic, the duplicate Bale, as well as the Dybala. So that's only going to cost us 2.5 mil, which is absolutely fantastic. And there it is, guys. 150 overall. A pretty huge achievement for me. How high will we get this season? To be honest with you, I have absolutely no idea. We are slowly but surely running out of midfield rank tokens, but that's all good because hopefully as the time that we level up, we do get them. And also, let's hope that there's a different way of getting them. Now, we do have the option to rank up this goalkeeper, but I don't have any goalkeeper experience or XP, and it's very, very expensive on the market. Like midfield XP and also attacker XP at the moment is really, really cheap. But there it is, guys. We've also got 2 other 93 overalls to upgrade for our attack, as well as that Pogba and Arnautovic. So there is still a little bit of room to go through and level up this team, but we're pretty much going to just hold off. We may upgrade a little bit further towards the end of the Verse Attack season. But there it is, guys, 150 overall. This is Jammerit signing out for the day. Let me know if you've got any questions, and thank you all for everything, and peace.